Hello there everybody and welcome back to Pokemon SoulSilver! So, after last part's wild shenanigans, yeah, there was definitely a lot of freaking shenanigans going on in that last last video. But anyways, everyone, now that we've reached essentially when we first encountered this weird looking tree, now we're finally gonna be taking care of it now. Yeah, now and especially since we now have the watering can that we can now use. So that we can now use on this thing. So yeah. Oh my god, excuse me. Yeah, and of course, this girl notices our lovely squirtle bottle. Soak the tree for me. I want to see what happens. Oh, you're gonna see something. Oh yeah, you're gonna see something happen, alright. Now, we may as well take a look and see what our squirt bottle looks like. Yeah, the squirt bottle definitely looks like a Squirtle. Yeah, it definitely does. And and there's the arm tree moving again. And now we shall spray it with the squirt bottle. Alright, now let's see what happens when we use this thing. And whoosh. The on tree doesn't like the squirt bottle. Oh, big shock! And the on tree attacks us. And for those of you who have played this game, I already know what this outlook tree is. It's the imitation Pokemon Sudowoodo. Yeah, Sudowoodo. Yeah. Yeah, the obvious Pokemon that despite it looking like a tree. Yeah, at first you would think it's a grass type, but in reality, Sudowoodo is really a rock type. So yeah. Although actually, what they did for Scarlet and Violet, more specifically, For when you get to the grass type gym, when you actually battle against the grass type gym leader, and he uses a Sudowoodo for last. However though, thanks to the new gimmick for the generation called terrestrialization. Now you can actually which of course changes the Pokemon's type, and of course for what the gym leader does with Sudowoodo actually makes the right call for actually utilizing a Sudowoodo like that. Because for what you guys might have used to know that of course despite it looking like a grass type, it's actually a rock type. But above for the grass type gym in Paldia, they changed with a terrestrialization. With a terrestrialization, they changed they changed Sudowoodo's type into a grass type. Yeah, which I actually did find that pretty darn clever of them to do. Now, here's the thing, everybody. Now I do have issues in terms of trainers, or more specifically, gym leaders in Elite Four, like say trainers who use only one specific type only, but sometimes they just end up using Pokemon that are not that exact typing. Oh, excuse me, jeez man, what is wrong with me today? But anyways, I want. Yeah, but as I was saying, now the big example I have of this is, well, I would say some of the gym leaders, like, Volkner and, Volkner, Candace, and even Flint. But we're gonna give him a pass on that because, well, in Diamond and Pearl, they did not have that many Pokemon in terms of, Ice, and, they didn't have that many, Ice, Fire, and electric types, so yeah, you know what? Yeah, like I was fine to give them a pass on that because they're well, of course there were that many types, in Diamond and Pearl, which is why they actually added in more in Platinum so that they can now add actually so they can actually now have now they can actually have an actual full team of Ice, Fire, and Electric. So. But however though, what I am referring to is, now despite actually having a good chunk of a Pokemon type, let's say for example, Dragon types, but the gym itself does not fully utilize dragons all that much. Yeah. For those of you who have played Sword and Shield, might already get the idea. Yeah, and the gym leader who I am referring to is Raihan. And look, I get that Raihan really likes to utilize the weather. Like rain, sun, sandstorm, whatnot. So yeah, I can understand that he wants to do something different, rather than just being a dragon type gym leader. But, however, if you're still going to be a dragon gym leader, I would have expected, the gym leaders to still have to be, just to still have, to still have a full team of dragons. Instead of having, Pokemon like, Sendaconda, a Gigalith, and a Torkoal. Look, my point is that, oh my god, if you want to try different strategies, fine, but since they are still a gym leader of a specific type, I expect them. And considering that since there were plenty of other dragons, since there are since there were still plenty of dragon type options in Gen 8, I would have expected Raihan to still have a full team of dragons. Yeah, that is honestly my biggest gripe in terms of a gym leaders and not exactly utilizing a full team of that specific type. Despite the fact that they're supposed to be the leader of that specific type. Actually, now if you want an example of trainers actually utilizing different strategies for their teams. Now, for those of you who have played the Pokemon fan games before, might know a specific fan game called Insurgents, where the gym leaders were not just one type. they actually were two types. Like for example, the first gym that you encounter, the first gym is not only grass, but it's also is not only a grass gym, but it's also a fire gym as well. Yeah, now, yes, everyone. Yes, I know it. And then, although I do take issue with the seventh gym, where despite it, the gym obviously being focused on water. And considering that they didn't exactly give any specifics of that there may or may not be a secondary typing for that gym, and that's why they gave the gym leader they gave the gym leader a Heliolisk, like Pokemon like Heliolisk and Dragonite. Yeah, which really does beg the question. Is this supposed to be just a pure water gym or not? And if not, then what exactly is this secondary typing? Yeah. And at the very least with the last gym, and with the last gym. Now this one here actually makes more sense for the trainers to not exactly have a specific to receive any specific typing, but the gym leader he's supposed to be the dark type gym leader, so yeah, it obviously makes sense for him to utilize. Only like dark types only. And then if you want another example of actually utilizing the Gym Leader / Elite Four, without just utilizing like only types, the Elite Four in Insurgents actually do utilize strategies. Actually have strategies with the teams they use, rather than just having one type. Now, like for example, one member actually utilizes a move called really likes to utilize a move called a move called like say for example one of the Elite Four members really likes to utilize a move called crap, I forgot what it's called, but it's a move where not only you switch out your Pokemon, but the stats that have been raised or lowered transfer over to the next Pokemon. So yeah, that's everyone, yeah. And then there was another one who likes to utilize a move called Trick Room, who really likes to utilize a move called Trick Room. Now, which is why he first starts off with a Pokemon that automatically sets up a Trick Room in question. Now, and then there was another one who utilizes the Sandstorm, the Sandstorm Weather, and then there was another one who utilizes the Hail Weather. Yeah, that's everyone. Now you see what I you see what I mean, everybody. Now, I'm not saying it is not a bad idea for you to use different strategies, for your gym leaders / Elite Four instead of just having them utilize for one type, instead of just having them utilize be like a grass, fire, or water gym and whatnot. Now, what I'm saying is, if you're still going to be a gym leader of a specific type, I suggest, I would say you stick to it! which is why I'll actually really give a really good pass. Now, which is why I'll really pass. Now, which is why I'll say they did I say they did a really good job with utilizing the gym leader's strongest Pokemon in Paldea. Now, like, despite, you know, like not exactly being the correct typing at first, you obviously know that they're going to be terrestrializing them into the type that they're supposed to be. So yeah, like that's why that's why I really do appreciate Paldea. Which is why I really do like appreciate Scarlet and Violet for doing that, for like doing something like that. Although they kinda dumped it down for when you actually get to the Elite Four. Yeah, they still, with that one they don't really utilize on different type of Pokemon, you know, for their strongest for that one, or for them. So, but I'd say it was still, but honestly overall, it really does not bother me too much. But yeah, okay, well, after my big ol' rambling I just gave out, man, I literally spent like, a good chunk of this video just rambling on. Now, as you saw, with, you know, like with all my rambling, after I got that Sudowoodo, I did the side quest that wanted me to deliver a Spearow deliver the Spearow that was holding a piece of mail, that was holding a mail to this guy who really likes to sleep a lot, about all the way back in Route of 31. Yeah, and after that, then after that, he gave us the TM for rest. Yeah. And now we have, and since we also already got the ability to utilize Cut, yeah, and as you see here now, I'm back with the guy that I couldn't exactly reach before, where I couldn't exactly talk to before because, well, there was that tree blocking our way. Now, and as you saw, yeah, now he gave us the TM for Roar. So yeah, that's right. Now, how's over that too, huh? Okay, and now with all that said and done, yeah, now I'm going to essentially be traveling back to now I'm essentially going to be traveling back to the guy who we first started that side quest with. That we actually started that side quest with. Because, well, he may have something to say, you know, like after what we just went through. So yeah, okay, all right. Now we shall see if he has something. If that guy will actually have something for us. All right. Thank you, thank you for making my delivery. Yeah, no problem. What about a cave? What about cave exploration? You can go right through here. What are you talking about? I want you to have this for your kindness. What was that all about, going through a cave exploration? But, yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, now you see here, yeah, now he's given us a HP up. Alright. Yeah, and now he's saying, yeah, your parent really likes, he really likes to snooze a lot. Although of course, it really does explain, you know, with him always being asleep all the time, you know. Okay, now with the HP up I just got, yeah, and considering that, yeah, my Spearow just evolved, it just evolved in the last part. Yeah, I'm definitely, yeah, I am gonna get my HP up to to my Koala sense. Yeah, yeah, actually, despite my Whooper still hasn't evolved yet, no, who hasn't evolved yet? Although it is coming up pretty soon, actually, pretty soon. Just not at the moment, but all I'm saying is that yeah, despite my Whooper still hasn't evolved. Yeah, my Kulava still has the lowest my HP. Still has the lowest in terms of like HP. So yeah, but as everyone, but that's yeah. After all my rambling, pretty basically all throughout this entire video. Yeah, that is all I'm gonna do for this part. Yeah. And so to the next part, see you guys next time.